I think this one's going to be a little bit difficult to do. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And I've tested and tried out quite a few kind of crafty and arty kids toys and stuff on the channel. And some of them have been absolutely fine. Oh, that looks way better. And others have been a little bit questionable / should this be for children? I suppose I'm just gonna guess. And I've come across another one which I don't know whether kids should be playing with this. And it's this thing. It's a candle making kit. Obviously it's going to be boiling hot wax around children. I don't think that's a very good idea, is it? Also on the box, I can only assume that this character is AI generated. It looks very AI-y. The entire thing actually looks AI generated. It doesn't look like a real thing, does it? Look at it. It just looks completely fake. It's got like a proper fake vibe. I don't know why. Who's it even by? Professional studio. Bougie candles. They're not going to be bougie, are they? They're not going to be bougie at all. They're going to be horrible. Oh, it is actually by a proper company. Bookie. And they're a French company by the looks of things. Okay, there seems to be a lot of things in here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, saucepan, I need some kitchen tools. This'll come in handy. I can cook pasta and all sorts on that. It'll melt if I put that on. Oh, it's like a donut hole. I wasn't expecting that. Right, so there's like molds and all sorts of stuff in here. What's that? Are these just crayons? Oh, please say we're not making candles out of crayons. Yep, they're crayons. Tubs of glitter, some little sequiny things, and some like little charms. And a pencil sharpener. Why have I got a pencil sharpener? Is this a candle making kit? I feel like in a world where we're trying to be a little bit more conscious about the environment and stuff, why are we still making these things? Like just big chunks of plastic that really serve no purpose. I can imagine this is for displaying things or like waiting for it to cool or something. I don't know. It just feels unnecessary. Oh, we've got wax. Thank God I'm not making them just out of crayons. And then a giant booklet. Oh no, they're more decorations. Oh my God. This kit comes with loads. What's in here? I was a little bit skeptical that this box, because obviously it's giant, was going to be like one of them things where it has something in that big and the box is just ridiculously oversized. But no, it's got like loads of stuff in it. Oh, what's in here? So we've got some thread, which I'm assuming is going to be like the wicks. Are these just more molds? You get a lot of molds, don't you? This might be alright actually. I'm still not sold on it being for kids, mine. Right. Just part the sea of plastic. I'll have a little read of this. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to end up happening, but you never know. Keep away from animals and young children. But isn't this kit, this candle making kit, made for children? Because like no adult's going to buy that. Obviously I have because
I'm sad.
I make YouTube content.
It's the same thing.
But you can't say keep away from children and make a children's toy about this. Like, that doesn't work. So this is the bowl and it's microwavable safe. So this is what we're going to be melting the wax in. Oh, right, okay. Oh, so you just, oh, that's kind of handy actually. So that opens like that and then it slots in like that and it locks. So that's not coming off and then you can pour. Oh, that's actually kind of a handy gadget. I'll keep this. That'll work for like other bits and stuff, won't it? It could work for loads of different things. All right, fun, I like that. Okay, blah, 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 safety instructions, I don't care. And the kit includes enough wax to make 6 molded candles as well as 3 tea lights. This is the workstation. Okay, so 1 bit's for the pan. So your pan goes on there, so that goes in there. This is to stir the wax. And then it also has 3 areas where you can put a mold. All right, which candles shall we make? Oh, wait, so these are, is that a, oh, I thought that was, is that a skull? Oh my God, it's a skull. I'm doing a skull, 100% doing a skull. Oh, actually, you know what? I was slagging this plastic station thing off. It's actually kind of handy, especially obviously if kids are using this. It just keeps things a little bit more secure and a little bit safer. I'm not gonna lie. All right, what other bougie candle do we want to make? What's that? Is that a cat? Don't fancy a cat. We'll make this butt plug shaped one. I think that's fun. That sounds bougie. And then this seems a bit fancy and a bit classy. Like a little, I don't know, hexagony tile kind of effect. Yes. You can go in there. All right, our station's set up. Choose a mold, done that, and cut off a 6 centimeter length of wick. I feel like 6 centimeters feels very specific. You're gonna want it as tall as that. I would personally rather have too much wick than not enough wick, because you can always just cut a little bit off the top. All right, where are these metal thingamajigs at? Why have they given us like, what's all this for? I don't understand. I'm making candles. Where are they going? Surely you're not putting them in the candle or decorating the candle with these because they'll set on fire. Also, while I was putting my stuff away, I found this hoodie that I made. I completely forgot about it, you know. I was like, ooh, I'll wear this today. It surprisingly smells really nice. I haven't washed it, so I don't know. It smells really, really nice. Maybe someone else has been wearing it. Which makes a change, to be fair, because everything is just so dusty and dirty at the moment. Not like Answer Minger kind of thing, but I got some stuff out the kitchen cupboard the other day, the one below the sink, and when I started to move everything over and put stuff away, I deep cleaned under there. I gave it a good scrub, got rid of all the dust and everything. I went in the other day, it is covered, not in like regular like living dust, you know when like the place gets a bit dusty and you just kind of clean it down and stuff, like builders, like soily sandy dust. And I don't understand because I haven't been doing anything, so I don't know where it came from. I feel like the like builder's dust that's plagued this house is just, it's literally just appearing everywhere and I don't know where it's coming from. I feel like I'm going to be finding it for years to come. But I am happy I found my cute little leaf hoodie. Right, they're all threaded and then you're using these and place them into there in the upright holder. Perfect. Alright, well, I'll just leave them to one side. I'll do the others as well. Right, the little tea lights are all prepped. And for these ones, they're just going to need a bit of a longer wick, aren't they? I suppose for this candle making toy, obviously I know it's going to be like boiling hot wax and stuff, but if you're a parent or a guardian or whatever, and you want this for your kids, you could easily let the kids do this part, and you do like the candle wax part. I just don't know how sensible children are, and I'm just basing it on what I was like as a child, and I was useless. Like, there is absolutely no way my mum would trust me making candles as a child. It just would not happen. Right, and that's nice and secured as well. And now what are we doing? I'm pretty sure it's wax melting time, isn't it? Oh, that's what the pencil sharpener's for. So you can use the pencil sharpener on the crayons and just like dye the wax basically. Or 30 seconds, then add your colour and then just mix until it's melted. Yeah, your kit includes pendants that you can hide in the candles as a surprise gift for your friend. No, we're not doing that. Oh, and the stickers are for decorating the outside. Oh, it's like a little transfer thing. Oh, we might try some of them as well then. And then you've got glitters to add to the thing. It's a lot of decoration, isn't there?
Something a Teletubby would wear to a party.
Tell you what, we'll start off with just adding some wax to this. I think what I'll do is I'll do a colour for each of the candles and then a matching tea light. I think that'll be nice. It might look like a lot of wax, but I guarantee this'll melt down into absolutely nothing. Right, we are ready to melt. Let's go to the microwave and make some soup. I'm joking. I'm gonna make candles. Right, has Ant cleaned his microwave? Oh, I think he has. Well done, me. I did have beans on toast last night, so yeah, there's not a single bean. Well, there's a little bit at the back, just ignore that.
Okay, you know what, Jane? You and I have to talk. Can you turn the cameras off, please?
In you go. How long did it want it on for? 2 minutes. Well, 2.5 minutes. Oh, you can only see me. I wonder what that thing is on the microwave. It must be like a protective film or something, is it? It ruins the view though. Do you like my lamp? Isn't it nice? It took me forever to find a light bulb for that. It takes the smallest light bulb in the world. Dinner's ready! Oh, also, I want to add some colour to this too. There we go. Oh, fully melted, gorgeous. It did say to use a pencil sharpener to obviously get the wax in, but I don't see the point. We'll just chuck a chunk in, because I want it to be quite colourful, and then just give it a little bit longer. Right, and now take it back over to the workstation. Onto there, safety first. Perfect. Just take that off for a second, because I need to give it a quick stir. That does get really hot, mind. So obviously if kids are playing around with this, I don't know, I wouldn't risk it. Lid on. Let's see what this pouring technology's like. We had a few leaks, but it wasn't too bad. We've had a lot of spreading. It's spreading to the part it's not supposed to go. It's going beyond the mould. And then we'll make a little love heart with the red, obviously. Okay. Perfect. So we've got a skull and a love heart. This actually might take a long time to set, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna move them over to the freezer, but I don't really want to move any of this because I think it's gonna be a disaster. How much wax have I got left in here? I've still got a bit, I don't want to waste any. I tell you what, for this one, we'll do 1/2 red and then I'll make another colour. What happens if I add another colour to that and like blend it together? What will happen there? I don't know. I'm gonna do some blue. Blue and red might make purple. I tell you what, I'm just gonna whack it all in at the same time. I don't think it really matters. Because then I'll do the blue butt plug looking one, finish that one off with the blue, and then do the 2 tea lights with the blue. Right, I'm not gonna bore you with more microwave content.
Thank God.
Right, another pot done. Right, finish this red one off. Okay, that looks different, doesn't it? We'll see what happens with that. It might kind of shift and then you might get like, I don't know, some sort of gradient. Also, it might just be a purple candle. And then we'll do blue butt plug. Right, now shove you to one side. And then we'll do 2 cute little tea lights. Okay, not bad. And now we just play the waiting game. It said 12 hours. Honestly, I think it will take 12 hours. I was gonna speed it up by obviously turning in the freezer, but I don't want to ruin things. I feel like they're just very fragile. They feel very secure in their like little station and stuff, but as soon as you move them, I just don't want them separating and then it all be entirely ruined. And just like that, my candles have set. So I guess it's just time to demold them. I feel like I'm gonna have to fix a little bit and trim some off because the wax has gone absolutely everywhere in these. And also the one I thought was gonna be purple, it looks more brown to me, or like a nude, like a kind of taupey colour. Not really a fan, but that's fine. Right, we'll go for this one first, actually, why not? Alright, I'll just cut that off. That's not bad, that. Right, let me get a quick knife just to get rid of that bit. I just realised I said a quick knife. What is a quick knife? I meant a knife quick. Because you want to get all these off, don't you? And I suppose that's a good thing about wax. It's easy to just kind of melt and manipulate the way you want. I think when you're using a mould with a seam, it's very difficult to get it obviously perfect. You're always going to kind of see that seam, but that's fine. Alright, what do we think? Look at that. I think that's a kenny decent little candle, that. It's alright, isn't it? I know the kit says bougie. I don't know what's bougie about this, but I think it's a very pleasant looking candle. The wax is so like soft and waxy. Like honestly, it's cake in my hands. I think it's that crayon actually. It's made it very, very, you know, like slippery and oily. Also, I've just realised they didn't add any scents, did they? Complete missed opportunity. They should have added some nice like flavours and stuff. Alright, let's get the blue butt plug out. Also, I've just realised this wasn't a butt plug shaped one at all. It was literally just a circle.
You slut.
The bit that I thought was a part of it was just the funnel, so just ignore me. I've clearly just got a dirty mind. But there we go, cute little spherical candle. Isn't that nice? Ah, these are really, really decent. I'm kind of shocked. I'm not gonna lie, really shocked. And then my final moulded candle, this should be our skull. Is this a skull, is it? I don't know what that is. That's not a skull. It doesn't really look like anything, this. Okay, I think they've definitely struggled a little bit with the more intricate shapes. Because is this giving skull? I can't see it. It's almost giving like wrapped head. It's just a very strange little shape, isn't it? But I still think they're really decent. Let's have a little look at my tea lights. Oh, I don't know what's happening to that tea light. And there's a cute little collection of tea lights. Now, one thing I'm interested in is it has some like little transfer things. I don't really want to piss around with like glitter and gems and stuff because that's not really my thing. But these things are apparently like a little sheet of like transfery things. We'll go for the circle one because that's going to be the easiest to like transfer stuff onto. What do I want to go for? They're all really ugly. I think they're basically like little tattoos, you know. I'm going to go for this little bird. I think that's cute. And then I tell you what, I'm going to add this border. Yeah, I think that's all I want. Everything else is like love hearts and unicorns, which I'm not feeling today. Alright, I need a damp cloth. And then apparently all I do is there's a little film over the top of that. Take that off, then apply it to where I want it to be, and then apparently we just cover it for 20 seconds with a damp cloth. I'm pretty sure this is basically like when you do tattoos, isn't it? I haven't done like a little fake transfer tattoo. You know the ones where you're getting like a little pack of chewing gum? I think they still do them in chewing gum. But anyway, I haven't done them in absolutely years. Although I did do them fancy adult transfer tattoos. They were fun. But I think it's basically the same process, isn't it? Ah, there we go. Isn't that cute? It's a cute little bird on a branch. Oh my gosh. Oh, so bougie, so fancy. Now will this border go all the way around? It's gonna be so hard to transfer onto here. I'm just holding it tight and hoping for the best. I think this one's gonna be a little bit difficult to do. Tell you why it hasn't worked. I didn't take the plastic film off, did I? Idiot. Oh, this one's even fancier actually, we'll go for this. And this time, Ant, take the stupid transfer film off, please. Right, attempt 2. There's a hair in it. Oh, I really struggled getting that on. Well, that's fine. I got the majority of it on. Let me just see if I can pat that out. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, it's on. And I think that looks quite nice. It looks a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know, the lighting in here is absolutely atrocious. Let me spin that light round. There, you can see it now. So yeah, it went on a little bit rough, but still, cute little bougie candle. Don't mind that at all. Ah, what do we think?
Throw it in the bin.
And obviously with this kit, you've got like glitters, you've got little sequiny things, charms, you've got all sorts of like different bits to do. I've just kind of sampled it, but I'm pleasantly surprised. In fact, I'm a little bit impressed, just a little bit. I think it's quite like a fun little introduction to candle making. I'm still a little bit skeptical whether this should be made for kids. And obviously I think if a parent or a guardian or someone is gonna buy a child this, then they definitely need to be supervised, because you've got absolutely boiling hot wax, you're using a microwave, and the melted wax as well. Can you imagine getting it in your carpet? Oof.
You pissworm!
You'd be furious, wouldn't you? But it wouldn't be the child's fault, it'd be yours for giving them the kit. Anyway, I think that just about does it for today's candle making video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I've just realised as well on the pamphlet, it says 7+. I'm thinking when I was a 7-year-old, I was useless. I really was. I was just like sat around eating dirt. I'm sure I was. I don't think I'd be trusted making candles at 7. Can you imagine a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old making a set of candles? I can't. They're too young. I think like 10 and 11. Are 10 and 11-year-olds into candle making though? I don't know what they're into anymore. Like when I was a kid, I was into like playing in the beck. And I think I used to just sit around in a field and in the grass and stuff. That was my childhood. I didn't really have many like crafty toys or anything. I just played outside. I think that's all I did actually when I was a kid. Until like the internet came round, and then I would just sit in my room on the internet. But anyway, I'll see you next week for some more crafty content. I'm so happy to be back in the studio and making like crafty content and stuff. I've probably missed it, I really have. I'm having like a mega catch up at the moment, so I've got like loads of videos planned and loads of things everywhere and loads of stuff to record. But I'm thoroughly enjoying my little self. I'm actually really enjoying just like living alone and being chilled. I've never been so much at peace. It's unreal. I've been drinking wine every night. I'm not usually like a wine drinker or a big drinker or anything, but I've been having a glass of wine with my tea every single night, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I have to be careful though, because that's when it like turns into a dependency, doesn't it? So I think I'm gonna have to leave the black tower at the supermarket next time I go shopping, because, well, it's just wasted calories, isn't it?